Well, all these votes are close, and in a democracy, even behind closed doors for the party leadership, there should be competition. There certainly was that today. Sussan Ley, unequivocally the next leader of the Liberal Party. Andrew, before we get to the family photo, Andrew and Trudy, what a contrast today. The Liberal Party picking up the pieces there in their tiny party room there in Parliament House, and here at Government House you have an expanded team, a Labor team, the next term of government about to have a big smiling family photo, and we'll hear from Sussan Ley later. Your final thoughts, Andrew?
Well, I think what you just said, I mean, despite the fact the close contest makes it harder for Sussan Ley and the Liberals going ahead, it's good to have a contest. There hasn't been a contest for the opposition leader's job in this place since 2013, if you can believe that, after all the spills we saw. And, you know, the Liberal Party therefore got to make a decision on the direction it wants to head in. And I think that's a positive thing. But, yeah, they've got so far back. The only kind of bit of hope in the despair that they're in I can give is there were periods where where oppositions look so down and out after an election, and they came back and won the next one. Now, I'm not suggesting at all this is going to happen this time. I suspect it won't. But 93 to 96... they had 3 changes of leader, eventually settled for John Howard, beat Keating. 2004 to 2007, after the Latham lost the Senate, work choices happened. 3 changes of leader of the Labor Party, Kevin Rudd was elected. So you can come back in Australia. It's just that they were left with such a hard road to do so. If they could have only kept their numbers in the mid-50s, they'd be so much better off. So do I think Sussan Ley will be leader at the next election? Congratulations, Sussan Ley, first female Liberal leader. I would say the odds are against her.
Trudy McIntosh.
Yeah, you can't follow the crystal ball. That's quite hard. I would say one thing that Sussan Ley gives that the last 2 Liberal leaders did not, that is an ability to personally campaign in teal seats, areas where Liberals once was Liberal heartland. We basically didn't see Peter Dutton go near one. He went in McKellar, that didn't help. Scott Morrison, toxic in those seats that were then won by the Teals. Sussan Ley is not considered that way in those areas. So for her, the task may not be only chasing out of suburban seats, which is what Peter Dutton flagged on day one that he became leader. What does she say today about where she's targeting? Is it still the Peter Dutton outer suburban strategy? Or, in my view, you would have to target both. You have to have an ability to be out in suburbs and in inner suburbs that have now voted teal.
Trudy, Andrew, it's been my pleasure to have you both wall-to-wall on the show this morning. I really appreciate your insights and your commentary and navigating through 2 very important live events at the same time.